Greetings, boys. So, got me some of the finest quality ditch obsidian right here. Yes, sirree. I'm not gonna ignore that little poop mark right there. These were in the dumpster, and I was like, "Whew, are those glass?" They are. I got one, and I got two. So, actually, there's flakes in them because they've been sitting, hanging out. Yeah, I got these bad boys, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we just make some stuff using garbage? Because making stuff out of garbage is fun. I don't really know the best way to break these open, so I'm gonna just kind of lay that right there, and we're gonna choose the 9 iron, or rather the 1 copper, and I'm just gonna kind of super. Ugh. That's gonna give us access to that bottom. Let's do the other one. You can see there's a lot of debitage down there from the previous Obsidian video that I did. Bye-bye. Super duper. And don't worry, no one's gonna come across all this and that's tough stuff. No one's gonna come across this and severely maim themselves. I clean all this up, so now I'm gonna move a couple of them big pieces out of the way. Yeah. Be gone. Yeah, now those are a bit more manageable in size, I'd say. Also, throw the picture of these up of me and find them in the dumpster. Ditch obsidian, you can find it anywhere. It's crazy. Ditches are a common place to find it. Dumpsters, trash cans, recycling centers. It's a fascinating material, and I don't mind it. I am curious to see how this stuff works. Not all ditch obsidian is created equal. Some of it is a bit more workable than the other stuff. This stuff is getting all over the place. I'm gonna need a sweep. Yeah, I like this one. Am I gonna do both of them in this video? I don't know. I'll probably do a part 1 and a part 2. That feels right. Holy moly. Look at it. It's so clear. It's so beautiful. It's wonderful. It's got a concavity in there. So I guess I can, yeah. I'll use this as kind of a little teaching time, because why not? Because this is something that a lot of beginners will have. A big thing if you're using bottles. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. There's a huge fly around me right now, and that is not what changed my mind. But boy, that thing was huge. That made me anxious. My goodness. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I have another bottle that I think I'm going to use for a teaching demonstration, or at least try to give some instructions on. Whoops, see, we don't want to do that. Some teaching instructions on how to kind of approach that crack better not. That's what I thought. Do a little bit of a teaching demonstration on how I approach using bottles or ditch obsidian for knapping, because I like glass. I do. I've been making a bunch of glass points here recently. I feel like stemmed points don't get a lot of love. I mean, everybody wants to do the cool notches and stuff. I get it. That's cool. That's fine. But like, come on, here, I'll show you. I'll show you. One sec. Hold on. Hold tight. Eat some popcorn. I don't know. Drink your beer. Whatever beverage you got beside you. These are some bottle glass points that I made, and they're lovely. They're nice. And, you know, stemmed points are cool too. This is cullet glass. That doesn't technically count, but, you know, look at them. These are neat. I'd be happy to get any of those. And they're a lot easier for beginners too, because sometimes notching can be just a little bit of a beast to try and, wow, it's way too big. Actually, let's use a little baby. Where is he? Oh my goodness, look at how cute he is. Wow. Sometimes notching can be a little bit of a beast for people who don't really know how to do it. And honestly, I know I've made like nice notched points before. I still don't feel like I know how to do it right. Like, I'm sure there's a way to do it. And I mean, I've been able to make stuff with notches, plenty of notches, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just stall out too soon, and I don't know if that's a symptom of me or if I'm just not doing it right. But then again, there's probably, get off! There's probably like a bunch of different ways that you can do it, right? So, yeah. And heck, both of these might not even survive. That's just how it goes sometimes. This one's nice because it's flat all the way through. I mean, here we go. It's got a little bit. Can you please? Please. It's got a little bit of convexity up in there, but the bottom's flat, which doesn't usually happen. Usually you have them like this where it's in, but yeah. I'll probably do a little, like a light instructional video on how to do some of that stuff. My goodness. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of have fun with these. How's the camera positioning? I don't know if this is good or not. I might, you mind if I guys move you a little bit? Hope you don't mind. Get a little bit. A little bit. Get you a little bit closer to the action here. This is a big boy. This is going to be kind of a little bit of a beast because he's thick and there's not too many good attack points. But the good thing about bottle glass is that it's nice. And it's usually very cooperative. Sure, you can get the stinkers or some of the stuff that's tempered really, really hard. Pyrex baking dishes. I've hit those once and they've exploded into like thousands upon thousands of pieces. You know, like when people they got their they put the cold water in the, or they like warm something up in it and then they put it in cold water. Dang stinker. And then it shatters. That'll happen too. Sometimes with some of them. You have to bear with me. You have to watch me think while I try to figure out how to break into this bad puppy. Whew. Okay. There we go. I could feel my like fan blowing funkily over in the garage door. And again, I should say too, I do apologize if the audio, that's too big. If the audio is kind of bad, that shot glass all over me. Safety glasses. If you are working with glass, I will sock you in the throat if you do it without safety glasses on. Because this stuff will just ruin you. It will absolutely ruin you. You can cut your hands up all you want, but if you don't wear safety glasses, this bopper is not gonna do good things to you. So, yeah, be smart. Just wear safety glasses. It's not macho or cool. I don't think there's ever been a time in history when blindness was in with the in crowd. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If there was a time, somebody please tell me, because I'd read a little bit about that. That's fascinating. But yeah, safety glasses are a must, and you'll hear me repeat that all the time. I was making, so I make Bluetooth boomboxes too, like speakers. And I was making a battery pack because it's better to make your own battery packs because you can control the quality of the cells. You can adjust the voltage, size, you know, all sorts of really good stuff. That's nice for when you're doing that DIY stuff. And I shorted something. and I basically like liquidated some nickel strips and exploded them in my face. And the safety glasses caught it. It burnt little craters in the safety glasses because I was right up close to it, trying to see what I was doing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna bring that to the eye doctor, because why not? Because why not? Why not just ask him some questions? Why not? Why post it online when I can just go to my eye doctor, see what he has to say? I was like, so doc, would this have been bad? And he's like, oh, this probably would have caused permanent irreversible damage to your eyes. And I was like, oh. See, like when it comes to your eyes and the words permanent irreversible damage are strung together in a way that, talks about the functionality of something that you use 24/7, except when you're sleeping, it kind of made a good impression on me. And I was like, So yeah, I will be the safety glasses police. I will always advocate for them, because it's like it takes nothing. It takes nothing to just put them on, and then they're on, right? And you're like, oh, okay. Because it's always. I just need to cut one more piece of wood, or it's just one more nail, or it's just one more can. I'll take a shot at it, and then that's always how it happens. And then you're just screwed for life, and you become a pirate. And being a pirate hasn't been cool since like the early 2000s. Maybe it's come back. I don't know. Talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I like those. They freaked me out a little bit as a kid, but still, they're good movies. So yeah, I'm just trying to zigzag around here, take care of this gigantic, weird, goofy edge that we got. Because once you kind of get a zigzag going, it's pretty easy to keep her going. That was a good one. That was a real good one. That took a lot of that off. It better have been focusing on all this the entire time, or else I'm gonna. What's it focusing on right now? Because it's not in focus. What are you doing? If none of that was in focus, I desperately apologize. In fact, you know what? That makes me anxious. I don't want to have you guys missing out. Was this the third time we've moved the camera? Something? I don't know. Hopefully this is better. I didn't just make it worse. But yeah, I'm just kind of... This is very rough. Come on, baby. Thank you. Usually it's not advised to hit that hard because you break this in half. But yeah, just going to kind of work around. It doesn't got to be pretty. It's just kind of got to clean up some of this big obstacle. It's going to be a pain in the butt if I don't. Kind of getting a little divey there, but I have heaps of thickness to work with, so I'm not entirely worried about it. I will say that is one thing I don't like about clear glass, is that it's hard to see. And what do they mean by it's hard to see? Well, when you're trying to be sneaky and good at stuff, the clear, like here, let me show you. So like, see how that gets nice and white? I look for that when I'm trying to do my platforms and stuff. And then sometimes when that dust goes away, I think I braided it too much, that'll disappear. And then it's like, shoot, where's my, where do I go? I need guidance. It just kind of camouflages in, you know. Ooh, come on. Yeah. Okay, it's a lot better. And like I said, I'm not worrying a crap ton about this being pretty right now. I'm just trying to get her cleaned up. Fact. Oop, There we go. Ooh, easy there, bud. But yeah, if you think Obsidian's good, bottle glass can be real good. I don't mind cullet glass. Cullet glass is pretty good. Sometimes it can be weird though. I'd say cullet glass is like a weird man-made obsidian, whereas bottle glass I would say is like a straight up artificial knapping material. That was a good one. Woohoo. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out of my butt just a little bit, but sometimes you just gotta do that. You gotta yap while you turn garbage into pretty stuff. But yeah, compared to some of the stone that I was working this morning, this stuff, wonderful. Some weirdness, but let me just. The thing that always that happens to me is that sometimes I'll get like it'll stay round, you know, like it'll be round, and then it's like, ah, dang it. What do I do? What's a round point shape? So shaping is important too. Like I said, I'll try to. Well, now we know which direction we're gonna shape it in, don't we, boys? Heck yeah. See, there you go. The decision making is taken out of the equation for you. You don't have to think. And narrow her down that way. But yeah, sometimes if you don't quite have a plan, it'll be a bit goofy to try and choose a shape. Like, I do genuinely believe that there is merit in taking a bottle and just kind of flaking it down, even if it just ends up being a goofy little circle, because you're still getting that practice in. And I feel like that's something that a lot of beginners kind of don't really do. Once they start, they're kind of like, you know, set on making a point for their first thing. They want a point, and they're going to make a point their first go. It's like, just practice stuff. You can just practice stuff. Yeah, you might not be able to post it, but practice stuff. It's important. It's easy. It's simple. And the good thing about bottle glass, or ditch obsidian, like I was calling it, is it's free. That's nasty right there. Whoop. That's nasty right there. And free is the best. I think I'm going to go collect some more old bottle glass. Oh, come on. Sometime this weekend, maybe Monday. I don't know. Not quite sure yet. Yeah. But talked to one of the dudes. He owns an old 1950s garbage dump. Bottles galore. Old bottles galore too. The good thing about old bottles is that a lot of them have color. And I actually used to dig for bottles. I still kind of do. It was a big hobby for me when I was kind of a teenager. Started doing it, got a collection. And now it's fun because no matter what, when I go out to dig for bottles, I'm gonna come back with something. Because even if everything I find is broken, I'm still gonna be able to make something out of it. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse, really. But, you know. I'm filling my garage up. I mean, you saw how messy my floor was. Or rather, how messy I just made it. But that's napping for you. See, I'm having a hard time seeing what I need to do. Do I need to bring that down? I think I do. Maybe? Trying to sharpen that up just a little bit. Trying to get us a a good preform shape. What do we got? I want to take care of that. Step that's right there. I think I can sneak around him. Maybe. I'm going to try to go right. See, it's hard to film it too. Right there, right along the side, and I'm going to go up the side. Or I'm going to try. I got some of it. Can I just go under him this way? Oh, that bugger. That's okay. That's going to get whittled away anyways. Darn it. Or that's going to happen, and it's really going to expedite the process. This stuff is brittle, I will say. This stuff is way more brittle than some of the other stuff. I guess that's just vase glass for you. Like I said, not all glass is created equal. I mean, this stuff's okay. I gotta start paying attention. I'm getting distracted. No, it's hard to see too. It's extra hard to see because I'm trying to juggle the camera as well. What am I gonna do here? I do need to thin this tip out a bit. It didn't quite do what I wanted it to. That was a good one. Let's see here. Ooh, yuck. That was kind of nasty. Ooh, yeah. Realizing I haven't done anything over here, so I'm trying to clean this base up, or at least thin it up just a little bit. That is one thing that I don't do a good job with, is sometimes I'll get one section thinner than the other, and then I'll set myself up for a bit of trouble, because this still has a curve to it. I still gotta whittle that away. How are we doing on this side? We're a bit low on this side too, aren't we? I think so. Let me see here. I gotta be smart. A big fly just came back. Oh, there There he is. He's flying fast. He lands on me. I'm going to exercise some kung fu moves. I'm going to shoot a flake off and decapitate him. Wouldn't that be something to catch on camera? Holy smokes. That'd be so cool. It'd be the coolest thing ever. Ooh, I gotta be careful what I'm doing there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to thin that too much. I'm trying to make it nice. We're doing pretty okay so far. I don't like how thick that is. There we go. So I gotta thin this out a lot. Ay, goodness gracious. Quit doing that. See, that's the thing about glass, is that I can't really blame it for anything, because, I mean, it's as consistent can be. Maybe I could get away with blaming cullet glass on some stuff, but this glass, nah. No way, Jose. Any goofiness that happens, that's on me. It's on me, Chief. Yes, sir. Hey, what the heck was that? Still a bit curved. Are you kidding me? What is it focused on right now? What could it possibly be focused on? Thank you. Still a bit curved. I'm gonna clean this base up more. Or rather thin this base out more. That's where a lot of the thickness is kind of sneaking through. Come on. Darn, I was trying to clean up what I think is a step fracture up there. There's a little bit of nastiness going on, but God, I can't see anything. Sorry, I'm sorry to take it out of frame. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Tell. Simply can't tell. I don't think that's what I wanted. Uh-oh. Like I said, I can't entirely tell. Just weird. It's weird sometimes. That's why the colored glass is better. Like the amber stuff. Much better to see what's going on and stuff. That was a good one. There's another pretty good one. I might just I have another one of these that I gotta do too. I don't know, extra long video, maybe, question mark? Is it worth it? I'd be happy with calling this a preform. Might clean up this base a bit more actually before I entirely determine that it is a freeform. That's a good long one. My tip area is just a bit weird still. I can't tell if that's abraded enough. I don't think it is. Okay, well. I'd feel comfortable calling that a preform. That's one. Did I get all the original surface? No. There's still that smooth stuff right in there. I did get all this side. Does it matter? Honestly, if you're asking me, if you're just beginning and you've gotten this far, I would not sweat it one bit, my friend. I mean, heck, with that cullet glass point that I made, here, I'll bring it out again. I don't know if I showed it in this video entirely. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness, isn't it nice? Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. Look at the flaking pattern. I tried to do some parallel flaking. It sort of kind of worked. And it's got a dip in it because it came from a flake. Is it still flat? Yeah, relatively. It's good enough. Don't kill yourself trying to completely smooth out a surface. Save that for later. Save it for stuff you don't care about. I mean, it's good to practice eventually. But, you know, as far as things go, whoa, this stuff. You see how it's flaking the edge just by the abrasion? This stuff is soft. Wow. This is soft. In fact, this is also very thin. So I need to mind my P's and Q's on this one, because this'll pull a banana split on me real quick if I do not engage in at least just a bit of caution. I gotta clean this outer edge up just a little bit. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to hit that too hard. I really don't want to hit this stuff too hard because of how soft it is. If you're getting flakes like that with your abrader, I'd say that this stuff's probably as soft as some Obsidian. Because I feel like bottle glass is harder than Obsidian. I don't know. That's just from my like anecdotal experience. Maybe I just haven't worked the super hard types of Obsidian. I don't know. Just, you know, it's what I've seen. There we go. 1 second. Water break. Water break. Oh man. Woohoo! I'm feeling, it's so hot. It's gonna be so hot this weekend too. It is gonna be, I don't know. Somebody said 106 or something. Oh, this is stupid. Stupid. I like summer because I can go to the beach, right, and have fun and frolic and swim in, well, any of the water that's not horrendously polluted here in Iowa. And that's like the good thing that I like about summer heat is that you can do that sort of stuff. What I don't like is everything else. See that? Look at the flake that took out. I don't like how hot it is because it's sticky, it's nasty. The bugs that try to bite me, and some that do bite me, emerge from the little crevices that they spawn from. Ticks are nasty. Like, low-key, I was having this discussion with someone earlier. I don't think I would hate mosquitoes as much as I do if they didn't make me as itchy and they didn't have the chance to make me sick. Like, if it wanted to be just parasitic and suck my blood, whatever, sure, I guess. Well, I got a lot of it. But the fact that it's like, hey, also, I'm going to make you extremely uncomfortable and itchy at the same time, it's like, all right, okay, all right, this is now an unfair transaction. Now it is war. But that's a good thing about having the box fan, is that it helps to control some of that flying bug traffic. This one's going to be fun to shape down because I'm going to try to go into a triangle, but I have to shave this entire side down, which can sometimes be a bit time consuming. That is the one, like I said, that is the one thing about bottle bottoms, is that they are round. So naturally you kind of end up gravitating towards just round shapes. You end up with a circle. Like if you want to make ninja stars and stuff, oh man, this ditch obsidian, perfect for it. Absolutely perfect. You want to do something like Cahokia's? A little tough on that one. No. It might serve to be just a bit of a difficult time. And this is probably horrendously boring. Yeah, I don't care if the video goes a bit longer. I don't think you guys mind all too much either. Yeah. Oop. There we go. That was a big flake. You see that pop through? Actually, I'm looking at this here. Yeah, that is what I want to do. Okay. Looking to see, again, I am terribly sorry if this doesn't end up being super duper in focus. The glass is just not, this mic cable is about to make me lose my shizma boing, because it's just getting in the way. I don't have a wireless mic, mostly because I don't have to deal with batteries, because when I'm going to be doing this in the wintertime, because I probably will be, my garage is completely uninsulated. The heater that I have does nothing after, like 32 degrees. After that, the air just gets too cold and it overwhelms it. And I'm going to be here miserable, suffering. I got an itch. Uh-oh. Miserable and suffering. And I don't want to have to worry about the batteries getting sapped by the cold. Because they will. Ooh, I need to, oh boy. I got stuff on my everything. Excuse me while I brush. I had no idea how that happened. I don't remember that. Okay. Back to business. This part of me also just really wants to take that off, but I don't know how much quicker that's going to be. Maybe it'll be quicker. I'll take it if it is. Yeah, this stuff is. It's so delicate. It's just so delicate. Oh, that's hard for me to see. Hopefully it's not hard for you guys to see. I haven't been checking the camera a whole lot. I am so sorry. You guys can yell at me in the comments if the camera was not in focus for a good majority of this. I'm just trying to cruise just a little bit. I don't want the video to be too long. I don't think it's going to be too bad though, because this stuff is already, it's much thinner than the other stuff. The other stuff I had to work around that big, like super duper steep edge, you know, that brim. This one is just kind of like already, it's basically a slab already. Slab of the most beautiful premium material. I didn't braid that one enough. That did something weird. So did that one. And that was an interesting flake. I gotta zigzag this, hold on. It's flat there. Wow, that is just, that is not focusing at all. We're getting there though. Getting there for sure. I'm probably gonna clean that up. Also, if you get a glass cutter, you can cut these into shapes already, so you don't got to do this kind of stuff. I have one. Not a good one though. I got the cheapest one. And the cutter has like oil in it, but it doesn't hold any of the oil. But it doesn't work very well if you don't use the oil. So it's like, you just kind of got to endure a mess every time you decide to use it. And that just wasn't worth it for me. I was like, yeah, I don't wanna. Nope. I really just don't wanna. Yeah, it's so hard to see. Should I make this a part 1? Or should I just leave it at the preforms? Yuck. Part of me. Part of me wishes to just kind of leave it at preform so I don't have to stress about turning them into anything, but I know you guys don't want that. You want to see me make something. And that is the name of the channel, I suppose. Uh-oh. A little lopsided on that side. I need to clean up this side just a little bit. I should say too, I am not striking with a lot of force at all. I am, in some spots, literally just using the tool weight, like the rod. I'm just using the weight of that and I'm just dropping it down. That's how easy this glass will flake. You can do that with Obsidian too. And I mean, sometimes, you know, you got to crank on it, but not this stuff. Ooh, uh-oh. A bit of an oopsie there. Maybe we can work around it. Hold on. It's being a bit weird. I think that tip is messed up. 1 second. Sometimes you gotta file the tip down, it'll get full of glass dust and little glass particles. It'll be weird. So you just gotta give it a quick little shave and it'll go back to working. It should. Oh yeah. I think there was a little bit glass logged, if you ask me. That's what it's seeming like. Do I bring that in? What am I doing? So this is where I just kind of get into like the weird, like abstract phase where it's like, where are we at? It's like weird biface limbo, you know? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe others get it too. Leave it in the comments. I'll do a couple more and I'll call this preform good. Or do I just do the whole thing? It'd be such a long video. I don't know. Would you guys watch that? I don't know why I'm asking you. Might have already made my decision. Yeah, but still, if you watch this far, I might as well ask you if you want to, or if longer videos are better. I do kind of like keeping it to an hour because it makes it tolerable for certain people who aren't really into the hobby and just kind of want to see it. I mean, an hour is already a really, really long time. That's just a fact. So, Might be able to skim all the surface. The original, oh, I can't see all the original surface. I still have a lot of it back down in here. Yuck. Oh, sorry. Let me hit him over there. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. It's my sake that I tried. It was good stuff. I'm just now left with a curse. And a bit of weirdness. Come on. Thank you. Those are just itty bitty tiny picks to try and adjust center line. I'm sorry if you can't see these strikes super duper well. I pinch around where the flake's going so I can support the point. Because sometimes if you leave it unsupported, or at least in my experience, when I leave it unsupported, I'll fling the tip off. And that invokes strong emotions of sadness. I almost dropped it there. But where am I supposed to go? That one I had to strike reasonably hard. Sometimes you gotta reach all the way to the middle. God, like I'm saying, I just can't quite see super duper well. I gotta take it out of frame, I apologize. There's one. I can see another one. Thin this out just a little bit. Not a little bit, a good bit actually. Something that kind of, get over there. Something that kind of helps me to artificially control my my force is like choking up on the stick. If I hold it and I just smack it here, that can help me sometimes. I don't know if that's the case for everyone. Again, the thing about oh my, bad words I can't use. Oh man. No, well, this is going to be a long video. I cannot leave that. I don't know what happened there. And I know it's not the glass's fault. That's something I did. Hey, happens. Try not to worry about it. Am I upset? Yeah, a little bit. I was ready to call it. I don't like why isn't that working? Hold on. Okay. Yuck. So I gotta narrow that, not just down into that dip. I have to go inwards past that dip a little bit so that I can sharpen it up. You've got to activate focus mode. God, I hate what that did to it. That always happens, and like, I've had that happen too. I feel like it's some like weird thing where it was like a dive that like completed itself down into the point, and then as you work into it, it messes it up and it like pops it out. My first ever attempt at a big point using a bleach bottle bottom, I took a big old chunk out of it, like a goofy chunk, like a goofy sized chunk, and that put the kibosh on that. And I was so mad. I remember how mad I was, because that was going to be my biggest one to date, and I destroyed it. Well, I didn't really destroy it. I mean, honestly, I still have it around just because I remember how mad I was. But yeah, that happens. And again, since glass is so consistent, it's not like a thing where you can go, ah, that darn material, it's fighting me. It's just like, nah, sorry, chief. You done goofed. That was a pretty bad one, too. That's a little bit better. Let's see. I think, yeah. Let's see, can I clean anything up? I can do just a smidge. Famous last words. Again, sorry if this is out of frame. Clear stuff is just so dang difficult to see sometimes. I feel a thick spot on it with my thumb. Where is that? No, it's not really that thick. It's fine. I'm not gonna be a baby about it. There was a weird spot there that I just took care of. Whoop. Hold on. I'm being extra attentive with that spot too, because that's where the goof happened. I don't know if I want to. I gotta be careful with that. I'll blow the tip off. If I blow the tip off, then I might use the magic words. Is that braided enough? Should be now. Sorry, gotta bring it out of frame again. Doing my checks. my satisfaction checks. Yeah. Trim. Oh, hold on. I gotta. The base is a bit weird on this side. Maybe that side's not weird. Maybe it's that side. Maybe. I think it is. Oh no, I'm gonna whittle at this all day. Yeah, sure, we'll call that. Yeah. Here's two little preforms. Not bad, not bad. The thickness on them bad boys. They're okay. I'll take it. Some close-ups of them. See, the original surface is still there. It's fine though. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't gotta make them like super duper paper thin, because then you're just gonna drive yourself nuts and break a bunch of crap. I mean, you know, it is free, but still. Yeah. Not bad. This will definitely be a part 2. The part 2s tend to not get very good views, so yeah. Be sure to check out part 2 if I upload that. So yeah. Cool. Hope you guys enjoy.